Why won't my 38F husband, 45M, touch me anymore? When I met my husband, I was 29F. I was doing a Fulbright overseas. He was traveling.
I'm a physician. He was working with the UK government. We had a whirlwind relationship because both of us were traveling and living all over the world. He was a gentleman and he always treated me so brilliantly. I found him so attractive. He treated me like a princess. We got married within 2 years. Now we're nearly 8 years into our marriage. I still find him incredibly attractive, and he moved to the US to be with me.
When I met him, we both wanted children. He said he wanted 3, 4. I said, me too, I always wanted a big family. Even though I was older than I wished I was.
I was eager to start a family but was working a lot when his immigration status meant he could not.
We struggled with fertility for many years. I got pregnant and we found out our baby was incompatible with life at 22 weeks pregnant and she died. It was devastating, and made worse because it was during the pandemic, so my husband was in the parking lot for every appointment. Not next to me when I got bad news, had ultrasounds, and when passed away.
I think of her all the time, but he never ever talks about her. I had lots of therapy, but he won't ever say her name or ever admit she existed.
Anyway, we finally had our son in 2022. He's perfect and it's been amazing, but I've done the bulk of the work.
I make 3x his salary. I stayed home and WFH while taking care of our son. All night breastfeeding, then working all day, until I couldn't anymore at 18 Malios. My husband is a great dad in many respects, but our contributions aren't even close to equal.
I still do the majority of the domestic work, despite working full-time, breastfeeding, doing the bedtime routine, being up when baby is sick.
I'm fine with that.
But now he won't touch me.
I worked super hard to get my body in shape. I am skinnier than I was before I got pregnant. I feel like I look really good. I'm a size 4. I take care of myself. But my husband won't touch me. He hasn't touched me in almost 3.5 years.
Since I got pregnant with our son, he hasn't touched me or wanted to have sex with me. I have done my nails and hair, bought sexy things, kept myself in shape despite how hard it has been attempted to initiate. But he has no interest in me. He sleeps next to me, but he hasn't done anything to initiate sex or touch me in a sensual way.
He hates that I'm still breastfeeding our baby.
It is devastating to me. I pay for our entire family. I do the bulk of the domestic work. I take care of our child all night. And all I want is some affection and another baby that it feels like I can never have.
Our nearly 2 is asking for baby sister every day. My husband lays down next to me but won't touch me and I don't understand it. I feel depressed, used, and I have tried everything to be sexy. I love him so much. I find him so attractive but he has checked out and I don't know what to do. I took us on several vacations. I upgraded us to the nicest hotels and suites. He still won't.
The only way we can get a night alone is if I find a babysitter, which I do, and then my husband gets drunk and falls asleep. It's been years now and I've begged him, I've put on sexy clothes, made myself up, anything.
Anything. I am starting to consider finding someone else, and I want another child before it is too late.
What do I do? My son wants a sibling.
I want another child.
My husband hasn't had sex with me for 3 years despite the fact I have tried. I do everything. Can I move on?
I just wanted to be with him.
But he won't try.
I'll do anything. Anything.
And I promise, I'm not a repulsive person. My self-esteem is lacking now because despite the fact I feel like I'm beautiful, coming home to a husband who won't touch me or tell me so is killing me. It's like the second I got pregnant he didn't want a thing to do with me, even though we both said we wanted a family and I do all of the work. I'm so broken.
I love him.
I want him. But I can't live like this.
Have you asked him why he won't touch you or show interest? He might be seeing someone else. You work a lot, outside and inside the home. It might be hard to tell.
Ask to see a marriage counselor together. If he refuses to communicate, then it can't be fixed and it's better to find a new companion, i.e. divorce.
It sounds to me like he has fallen out of love with you. He is mooching off of your money and household labor. It doesn't sound like he's attracted to you anymore. I think it's time to discuss getting divorced. First, I'd recommend speaking to a lawyer, so that you have everything in order before he realizes you are considering divorce.
It sounds like this is his body's way of processing grief over the lost baby.
Have you tried to have a discussion with him about this outside of when you were trying to initiate? Also, why were neither of you willing to hire help so you aren't doing the bulk of domestic work? Nanny, house cleaner, etc.
If you are making doctor money and he works, you should be able to outsource parts of your life to have breathing room. Does he still say he loves you but just doesn't touch you? Ask him. You'll get his testosterone checked.
He is at an age where it may be an issue. If he doesn't say he loves you anymore, he may be depressed or have PPD.
But if he refuses help for it, saving yourself should be a priority. You are a mom and a good person.
You deserve better treatment than this.
If you have to divorce to get it, I'm sorry, but it happens. Is he depressed? I'm 20M and I'm jealous of my 23F girlfriend's celebrity crushes. What should I do? I, 20M, just started a romantic relationship with a girl, 23F, like 3 weeks ago, and I'm already considering breaking up with her, even after all the things I had to do to be with her. The reason? As I said, she has celebrity crushes, 2 of them, and she has absolutely no problem to rub it in my face. First, she calls them my kings, when she rarely compliments me or calls me things like that. She says it is because she is not romantic. Then she has photos of them as wallpaper in her phone. And let me tell you, I know her well enough to know that even in 1 million lives she would not even consider having a photo of me as a wallpaper. As you have guessed it, I don't have celebrity crushes, and even if had, I wouldn't have photos of them as wallpaper while in a relationship.
I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with someone like this. Do you think if I talk with her something would change? English is not my first language. Sorry if something is not clear.
Don't date women who are obsessed with celebrities. Yeah, that's something I would expect from a 15-year-old. It's okay to have celebrity crushes, but to the point where you call them your kings on a daily basis and have wallpaper about them seems a little too middle school to me.
Give us the goods.
Who is it?
I'm sorry, when I read my kings, I laughed so hard. Yeah, I'd be weirded out and probably break up with her too. I think she's okay. I think this reflects an innocent side of her.
Many young single women to get in the habit of crushing on celebrities or fictional characters because it's a safe outlet for romantic feelings for girls that don't want to have a bunch of short-term partners too early in life.
Girls are safe with this outlet because it's romantic and not going to get them hurt.
Those girls continue with this until they are older or in committed lifelong relationships that become the new safe outlet for these feelings.
Young single guys often handle their feelings differently and have different outlets when they don't have a partner.